sha'carri Richardson, blowing away the competition.
Here comes Allison Felix! Allison is racing her way back into the top!
What is up, YouTube? Wow. Records keep on falling. This one was pretty amazing. So the first section of USA Track and Field Olympic Trials is complete, and we've got more records that fell, some surprises, some amazing performances. Let's dive right in and see what we've got going on. So men's shot put final, world record. I cannot believe this. This was so amazing, well deserved too. He's been crushing it even in the indoor season. My favorite part about this video is the fact that once it released his hand, he knew that it was a good throw.
He knew it immediately! It almost went out of the sector! Paul!
There's something about being an athlete when everything just clicks. You don't even have to see the ball go through the net if you're a basketball player, golf, whatever it is. There's just something that you know when that instance of movement clicks. And it just happens. And he started celebrating well before that shot hit the ground. And he broke the world record of 31 years by 8 inches. So congratulations to Ryan Krauser for a phenomenal shot put performance. I do expect that performance to be beat in Tokyo by none other than himself. First record that went down is women's triple jump. Katura Orji jumped 14.52 meters or 47 7 3/4 inches. It's a huge jump. Looking for great things coming out of her. Moving on forward, men's hammer throw. Another record went down. We had Rudy Winkler set a national and a meet record in the hammer throw with 82.71 meters. Super exciting stuff. We have Daniel Hoff. He got a personal best of 79.39, and third place, Alex Young, another personal best of 78.32. So it just goes to show that everybody's peaking at a great time. Vashti Cunningham, no surprise here. She jumped 6'5" or 1.96 meters. Phenomenal. Second place was Anika McPherson, 1.93 for a season best. And Nicole Green, a personal best of 1.93 as well. It looks like Vashti actually went for a big PR. She passed on 6'6" and a quarter and went straight to 6'7" and a half, but missed those attempts. But she is still the US champion in high jump for the women and going to Tokyo. Let's talk these men's 100s. Did you think that Curly was gonna make it into the top 3? I'm not gonna lie, I didn't. But guess what? He has solidified his speed as a 100-meter athlete. So in qualifiers, Trayvon Bromell, as usual, popping off at 990. But in the finals, men's 100-meter finals, we have Trayvon Bromell with a monstrous 9.80 seconds in the 100. Second place going to Ronnie Baker with a 9.85, which is a personal best for him. And third, Fred Curley with a 9.86. Phenomenal race for these guys. 0.8 meters per second with the wind, so nothing crazy with wind aiding. Unfortunately, I hate to see it, but Justin Gatlin pulled up. I saw him grab his hamstring towards the latter end of the semifinals heat. Man, he's had a hell of a career, so kudos to Justin Gatlin for all the years of work that he's put in. But now we've got Trayvon, Ronnie, and Fred representing the US in the 100 meters as individuals. Women's 100 meters, sha'carri Richardson, blowing away the competition. This girl is a talent like no other. She ran a whopping 1086 in the finals, and even in semifinals 1064. A little bit windy, but I don't know, man. This is some amazing running by this young woman. 1064, a 2.6 wind, but still, like, that's fast. So sha'carri Richardson, 1086, followed by Javiani, sorry if I butchered the name, Oliver with a 1099, and our final qualifying spot for individuals in the women's 100 meters is to Tiana Daniels. Jenna Prandini just missed it with an 11:11. I'm not sure who they're going to be taking for the 4x1 or how many people. In the 4x4, they take everybody that qualified for the finals for the 4x4, but the 4x1, I'm actually not sure. Men's 800, can you believe this? This was probably one of my favorite events that happened during the first section of the USA trials. Clayton Murphy with a monstrous 143.17, setting the new world lead and solidifying the fact that he is somebody to be reckoned with. Second place, USC, Isaiah Jewett with another personal best directly after winning NCAAs with a 143.85. He took out that second lap and held on. He went strong and hard. Clayton Murphy got him just at the end, but man, he ran a hell of a race, pushed the pace, and in third, Bryce Hoppel with a season best of 144.14. Those are going to be the three going to Tokyo in the 800 meters. A lot of people have been asking me, what happened to Donovan? I don't know. He just had a bad race. It just wasn't his day. We all know what he can do. Unfortunately, he just wasn't able to put it down for trials. But huge shout out to Clayton and Isaiah Jewett and Bryce Hoppel for getting into the final three for Tokyo. Men's decathlon overall, Garrett Scantling crushing it with a personal best of 8,647 points. This dude actually stopped track, he retired, went for the NFL, decided to come back, and guess what? Now he is the #1 spot for the US to go to Tokyo. We have Steven Bastian in #2 for 84.85 and Zach Zymek with an 84.71. There were some pretty awesome performances there. Really exciting to see. I really think that the decathletes should get a bit more coverage because they are, in my eyes, the world's greatest athlete because they're hopping into so many different disciplines and they have to be pretty damn good at all of them. And if they aren't, they're not going to score very good points. Men's and women's 400. What should I start with? Woo, this one got me. So let's go with the women's 400. Near and dear because I have teammates and I've worked with some of these ladies. Kendall Ellis, one of my teammates from the USC Elite Squad, and Allison Felix. I had the pleasure of working with her and helping her prepare for 2019 Worlds. Really was pulling for both of them to get it done. I really wanted them to be in the top 3. Allison Felix, that last 50, puts in work.
Here comes Allison Felix. Allison is racing her way back into the top.
Unfortunately, she overtakes Kendall, and Kendall falls to 4th. Oh, it's so bittersweet. It's amazing to see Allison going to her 5th Olympics, like 5 Olympics. She's going to be so decorated with medals. This is an amazing way for her to go out and represent not only for the women of the US, but women overall, and her daughter Cammie. A lot of what she's done is inspiring, and because of what she's gone through and had to do for Cammie, I think her story is more than amazing. But Kendall Ellis, I'm sure you've seen the 4x4 where she takes over Purdue from 5th to 1st and wins the national championship for them. But she ran a season best of 50.10 and took 4th. She has solidified her spot on the relay, which is great. I really wanted her to get her own individual spot. But Quinera Hayes ran an exceptional race with a 49.78 for a season best. Allison Felix, #2, 50.02. Wadeline Jonales, 50.03. And then we have Kendall Ellis at 50.10. The moment I had been really waiting for, the men's 400 meters. Michael Norman, Mike Cherry, Randolph Ross go 1, 2, and 3. It was a really good race. Mike did exactly what he needed to do. He got out hard, stayed a little bit more aggressive on that second curve, and Mike Cherry actually came off the curve in front of him.
Cherry has taken the lead. Michael Cherry is shoulder to shoulder with Michael Norman.
But, you know, when Mike sees something, he reacts, and he reacted super well. He ran a 44.07 for a new season best.
Norman is fighting back though determinedly. Michael Norman is not going to be denied. He's going to the Olympics.
Mike Cherry just behind him with a 44.35 with a new personal best, and Randolph Ross 44.74, who last week ran 43.85. So he actually pulled through and made the team, even though he had heavy legs from NCAAs, which is absolutely amazing, because to run 3 races there and then 3 races here for the US trials, kudos to him. So Michael Norman fell shy of the Olympics in 2016 as a high schooler, but 5 years later, now he is the US champion, reclaimed that title from 2019, and he is going to Tokyo as the favorite in my eyes with his new season best of 44.07. He's got a month to prepare. I know Coach Watts is gonna do the perfect things that he needs to. So that was the first phase, or the first section of US trials. Hope you enjoyed this little recap. It was super exciting to watch all of them. We've got the next phase, or the second set, coming up on Thursday. We got the 400 meter hurdles for both men and women, the 200. We've got men's 110 hurdles. That'll be super fun to watch. And the women's 5K. Drop a comment with what your favorite performance of the weekend was, and we will be back with the second section later this week.